disc plates have messed it all up for me. I'm even gonna keep them out of the camera until I get that fourth one.
Wow.
They were you would see the bottom of them, but you would not see
Wow.
them 3 disc plates till I get that fourth one.
For sure.
All right. Anyways. No, they can't. Anyways, y'all know who this is. No need for introductions. All day. I'm trying to get everybody together, give you guys another good podcast, man, where we just spit our thoughts and be real about stuff. The raw thoughts, real talk podcast. We need our third. We need our third. He got to be here. He's part of the trio. He keeps the dynamic going. So we'll wait for him to get back, and we'll bring y'all another one. We're gonna react to this Nike ad with Colin Kaepernick.
Oh shoot!
This is mainly for Phil because I've seen it, but Phil ain't watched it yet. So then we'll discuss. I'm gonna rant. I'm putting it out there in the very beginning of it, but you guys know how I am about my rants. They're logical. I try to keep the openness of minds, period, with my rants. I always do. I can't factor in everything because that would just make the rants longer, but I do try to keep the openness of minds. And let's go ahead and just check this one out. And here we go. I really do.
If people say your dreams are crazy,
Dude's dang.
if they laugh at what you think you can do,
Like he's doing.
good.
Handle.
Stay that way.
But he got all the upper body
Because what
strength.
non-believers fail to understand
That's tough.
is that calling a dream crazy is not an
I kind of
insult.
want to do that, but I really don't want to die.
It's a compliment. Don't try to be the
Get crossed.
fastest runner in your school
Fastest
or
runner in
the
the world.
fastest in the world.
Okay,
Be the
Not the world.
fastest ever.
there it is.
Don't picture yourself wearing OBJ's jersey. Picture OBJ wearing yours.
Hey,
Don't settle for homecoming queen or linebacker.
life
Do
queen.
both. Lose 120 pounds and become an Iron
Oh,
Man
that's G.
after beating a brain tumor. Don't
Wow.
believe you have to be like anybody
Be like you.
to be somebody.
Okay. Got a little deep.
If you're born a refugee, don't let it stop you from playing soccer.
Maybe it'll take refuge from you.
At age 16.
Wow.
Don't become the best basketball player on the planet. Be bigger than basketball. Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything.
There's that
When
line.
they talk about the greatest team in the history of the sport, make sure it's your team.
So,
If you have only one hand, don't just watch football. Play it at the highest level.
yo,
And if you're a girl from Compton, don't just become a tennis player.
sea walk on them hot.
Become the greatest
Oh.
athlete ever.
Oh, look.
Yeah, that's more like it. So don't ask if your dreams are crazy. Ask if they're crazy enough.
Don't ask if my friend was perfect. Ask if it's perfect enough. Yo. So I've seen a lot of those memes.
I want to make one for my job, but I know it's gonna piss a lot of people.
Most likely.
I really.
I think the fact that it existed is gonna piss people off.
I mean, some of them are the best meme-age in a very long time. That one with Mario
Oh my god.
is, I give that epic level.
That
That is epic.
I was like, even if I didn't know
Level.
what was going on, like everybody recognizes that moment where you're like, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna get you next round. But like nobody's ever stopped to think like how Yoshi feels about this. 'Cause I'm not sure if he has infinite lives or those are just like millions of Yoshis.
I think there's millions of Yoshis. I think you are
Because-
killing a Yoshi
Yeah.
every time.
Like with Tails, there's one Tails and he's just immortal.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody's understood that Tails has been immortal since like the early 90s. Yoshi, on the other hand, when he falls down, he's there.
We got that one. The Water Boy one is good. I like that
I
one.
haven't seen
Yeah, believe in something, even if your mama says it's the devil. That's just fire.
It makes perfect sense too, because it's football anyway.
Yeah. So, like, even if your mama says it's the devil, that one is fire, bro. What else? There was another.
She likes me back.
There's another one.
She showed me her boobies.
That
like that.
oh, the one I posted
Yeah.
with Full Metal Alchemist. That opened some wounds.
Yeah.
I didn't know people still had that woundage open. Like,
Oh no, yeah. there's more wounds about animes and fictional characters than it is about real life people. Like,
True.
I lost so and so, but I mean, like, you know, people come and go.
True.
So and so died in the anime. Don't bring it up. Stop it.
So true. All right, now that we're done clowning, what do you think about that, Phil?
I mean, coming into this, I know why people are mad, but I don't really know like why people are mad. Like,
no.
Logically, you don't have a reason
there you
to
go.
be mad.
There you go.
I know why you're mad, but logically, you don't have a reason to be mad.
Right. Your logic can't comprehend the response for this. Like, that is exactly what that means.
iRobot, your logic is very deniable.
Right. So
you are not. So they're mad not even at the commercial itself. They're mad because his face is on it. They're mad because Nike is essentially backing him because of the fact that they put him on a commercial, meaning that they're either not bothered by what he's doing or they're neutral. Apparently the people that are against him or, you know, what he's standing for, no pun intended, I guess, or maybe pun intended, either way. They're against what he's standing for, but everybody's mad at the act, and so apparently nobody's asking why he's doing what he's doing.
All right. Let's break that up because like we need to, because it'll get convoluted like the news made it. As far as
that was just wrong.
Well, it was tactically convoluted.
Tactical lies.
All right. So as far as the ad goes, anybody loves underdog stories. Period. And what I mean by that, and my logic behind the underdog story is because everyone feels like they're the underdog of their own life. I honestly feel that. I honestly feel that way. I feel like everyone feels like they're the underdog of their own personal story, this first-person view story that they have.
First-person viewer.
So that's why overcoming works, and that's why you put that type of stuff in videos like that. Okay, so as far as the ad goes, that's just genius marketing. As far as Nike goes, that'll be where we'll start the topic.
All right.
Nike is securing their future sales. That's what they're doing. They are
solidifying it.
Yeah, they are like, because Nike's going to be on the right side of history on this subject. Okay?
Easy.
No matter how you feel about it, remember, feelings, you feel about it. We have seen over and over and over again how history first criminalizes and then justifies and celebrates figures. If you want to go back and look at some of the figures, put Colin Kaepernick aside, let's look at Martin Luther King, right? He's a famous one. He's on shirts. Black people, white people wear them. All color people wear the shirts. He's on memes. He's like the instant self-help coach for some people. Major inspiration. But back when he was doing what he was doing, you know what his picture looked like? It was a mugshot. They tried to criminalize him, demonize him.
It wasn't even a legit mugshot. It was like, hey, move away from here or you're going to jail. Exercise my right for peaceful protest. Oh, so you're resisting? Hey,
Are you
sounds familiar.
Are you resisting?
Are you resisting?
This is your picture.
Turn to the right.
This is your picture.
All the papers.
For everyone to ride with us and not with you.
See this guy? He's always in jail.
He's a thug. That's what they do.
Is that what you want representing your peace?
That's what they.
This guy right here.
That's what they do. You will constantly see that throughout our history, is that you will be criminalized, but as time passes, you become inspiration and the face of that inspiration. So Nike's they're making sure they're going to be selling shoes, because when the kids look back and the Colin Kaepernick, who's on the face of Times magazine, and this ad and what he's done, like for Meals on Wheels and donating his money and stuff like that, all those things that he really has done, people are going to look back and he's going to be inspiration, and he's going to be a hero.
Real quick,
some of y'all,
real quick on that, what's funny is, again, from the ignorance of the people on the outside looking in, everybody has said up until even yesterday, if they were like, oh, if he's so much for this, why is he only talking about it at the game in front of the cameras? Why ain't he doing this outside of the game and outside of the view of the cameras? This man and many others that were taking a stand have done a lot of stuff, but because only thing that you look at is the cameras and what's shown on the media, what's being fed to you, that's all you see. You're not gonna see any of the good that he's doing. Just like on the news, only thing you see is the bad side of town and stuff happening, where there's like 10 times worse, crimes and level of crimes happening on the good sides, or the sides that are considered not the bad side, the less urban, less colorful side. Anyways, I've always found that kind of funny, how people are like, yeah, if he really is against this, then how come he ain't doing nothing outside of the cameras? Why is he using his platform? Like, why wouldn't you? First of all, real quick, why wouldn't you use your platform if you have a voice and people listen to you? Why wouldn't you use that? It's almost like saying, oh well, I have the ear of all these people. Something's going on. I need to get this information out, but I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna just let everybody suffer, I guess. I don't know. That's
I'm trying to keep from ranting, so, but
you said you was gonna rant.
I will. It's gonna get there eventually,
okay.
but I'm just not to that
Not yet?
that subject matter of rant.
Hold it, story.
Yeah. So,
Put a pin in it.
he has done things for some of y'all who are ill-informed, not informed, or don't care to be informed.
Ignorant.
He has done things outside of that. So, Nike is just going to be on the right side of the future. It's about money for them. It's about sales. If you're wanting to call out the hypocrisy of Nike for them using his inspiration and using his face and these overcomers in the ads, and you want to call out their hypocrisy because of their bad business practices, with the sweatshops and stuff like that, that if you didn't know that till now, that means the hypocrisy within you is you didn't really give a F. I knew about that as a kid.
Yeah.
They were like 160-minute interview away from all that being exposed about Nike.
Anything that's mass produced.
It's not new.
If a machine ain't doing it and it's not done here,
so let me show you the way hypocrisy. No, let me show you how being right is just being right. Colin Kaepernick is kneeling during the national anthem for police brutality. Now, that is not a wrong thing to do. It is not. You may disagree with when he's doing it or where he's doing it, but it's not the wrong thing to do. Let me show you how being right is just being right. If you are upset that he did that and you're calling out the hypocrisy of Nike and their bad business practices, he still alerted you to a minority who's being exploited, which is mainly, you know, the Asians and you know, the Filipinos and that are in these sweatshops. What he did still educated you on a different minority being exploited, mistreated. So it still comes full circle of being right. It comes full circle of being right.
Well, yeah.
You who are upset, and this is not those, if you're not upset about it, you think it's cool and everything's all right, or either you don't really care because you know what they're trying to do, this ain't for you. You're just here to listen, or, you know, you probably already left the video. But for y'all who are mad and you want to come here and hate and get up in the comment section to hate,
We'll be looking for you.
he's still showing you the mistreatment and the injustice of another minority that you've ignored.
AKA, point proven from every angle.
Every angle. It's full circle. So now you have to try to figure out how to be mad. So now you need a new topic to be mad about.
Basically, when this all blows over and everybody says Nike's okay again, everybody who's boycotting it now,
which will be in like
should continue.
4 days.
Yeah, for real. This ain't gonna last that long. Who's ever boycotting it now should continue to boycott it until there's proof that they no longer use sweatshops. Which, at that point, the Nikes really will be like $5,000 because somebody have to make them for regular wage.
So, any way it goes, he's right. Full circle. Now, let's remove Nike, because we know what Nike's doing. They're just trying to be on the right side of history and solidify themselves. Let's move over to the hypocrisy of you all who are in the fake outrage of this. There are some people who are upset just because of how they feel about the flag and how they feel about the anthem. Okay, being mad about that, and that's where my rant really starts. That's where my rant starts.
If I were to rant, it would start there.
Yeah, that's where my rant really starts.
That would be
but we're not there yet. You all who are on the fake outrage of this is how your life is most likely going to go. You're going to burn your shoes, or you're going to act like you're down to the ride for the cause. And then what's going to happen is you're going to be going through the mall because your ADHD and ADD has been kicked in. And you're going to be going through the mall. Nike, there's going to be a sale on Nikes.
Like it always is.
And you're going to completely forget all of that. And you're going to buy some more. And you're going to rock some more. This is for the fake outrage group, because that's how your life is going to. 4 days, 5 days from now, you're going to be kicking it. You're going to be in the moment with the homies. They're going to be like, them shoes is tight. Bro, they only $49.99 right now. Normally, you know how they do them sale things?
Yeah.
The original price, sale price. Normally, they $89.99. Bro, these will go with that one outfit, or these will cover the majority of my outfits, and you're gonna buy them anyways. So that's for you fake outrage people.
Or be like, you know what? He ain't that bad. Cha-ching.
It ain't even gonna cross their mind.
I hate that guy. I mean, but they on sale though.
Bro, you think these people who don't even keep a black person in their real inner circle is going to remember a black person, basically black,
Yeah,
a black person's face when they about to buy some shoes that's on sale? No.
And that one dirty knee.
No, they're not. They're not gonna do it.
What if they're his shoes? That'd be the irony.
Bro,
Get them cake caps.
let me tell you something. The video, let me show you what I mean by fake outrage, irony, and hypocrisy. There's a video that I watched of a KKK member waving his the flag, wearing the shirts, rolling with the Confederacy, and the nigga got some FUBU shoes on.
That's a full rotation. That's actually kind of funny though.
And when
That sounds like a skit.
and
like a
when
Dave Chappelle skit or something.
and when the dude asked him about the shoes, because he didn't even know,
It's even worse.
so he said, "Why are you wearing those shoes?" Well, he stops and says, "What do you mean?" This is a full rally of like KKK extreme right wingers, and you're like, "What do you mean?" He said, "Them shoes is made by a black company. It ain't mean for us, by us."
What? No.
He just looked at him and was just like, "Back to my racism."
He was like, well, that's where they belong, getting stepped on. but you bought them now, and you furthered their company. You added to the billions.
So for you fake outrage, the hypocrisy of it is beautiful to me. Now let's get over to the actual.
Turn the lights down.
I need a soundboard with the gunshots and
Oh
the
my
sound.
I would abuse
This
that.
show would be a lot more entertaining if I
I
had
would
that.
abuse
Next up now,
My timing with the sound effects is amazing.
let's get down.
Side note,
To
we
the-
need to look into that.
I'm actually looking to one.
Let's do that. If we forget, whenever one of us watch this video,
We'll remember. Let's get to the actual rant.
Do rant.
Phil, how do you feel about the flag and national anthem?
Two things come to mind when I think of the flag and the national anthem.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Well, the first one, this question has never been answered. Since when does the flag represent the troops? Flags have always been supposedly a representation of the country as a whole and the people, all of the people in it, and everything that country and those people stand for, aka, freedom of speech, unalienable rights. Maybe some of it sounds familiar, maybe it doesn't. Apparently not everybody has those rights. We just got those rights a few years ago. To be honest, we still kind of don't have them. But because this right here just happened, this year?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have those rights, apparently. But say, for example, if we were to do what you expect us to do and like riot and loot, and then it'd be like, oh, well, that's just another black person being black, angry all the time. Oh, what you get to be mad about? You're in the freest country in the world.
Angry black people.
Free to who? Anyway, since when has the flag represented the troops? Anybody. Like, you look up what the flag's supposed to represent, it never says anything about, this means troops. This equals troops. So, and then, really when it boils down to it, the only connection the two have are that they both are understood to be connected with or from or representing America. Like when you see U.S. troops, that's in America, and the U.S. flag is the colors that we chose and the design that we threw on some cloth to represent America. So when you see that symbolism, imagery, you know, hey, that's America. No other flag looks like that. The only other connection they have is when a fallen soldier has a next of kin, family, wife, siblings, parents. They give them a folded up flag. You know, they fought for our country. If anything, soldiers should represent the flag because they're fighting for all the rights that flag's supposed to stand for, not the other way around. The other thing, national anthem. actually wasn't even the national anthem up until maybe
1930
something.
31 maybe?
It
Or
was
1330?
Yeah. It was, and it was like 100 years after it was made. It was a poem. The thing about that is it started off as a poem, but that third, the illustrious, the elusive third verse, the third stanza, as it were, when it was a poem.
Which is still part of it, by the way.
It is still part of it. It hasn't been removed at all. They just don't include it.
In the song.
Was it a lie by omission? Because it's still there. Talks about that they're happy that the slaves who fought against them being wrong, who fought for what was right, they were happy that they died. Now, as a whatever you would consider yourself, African American, colored, Negro, black, whatever, nobody of any ethnicity outside of white should ever salute, stand, whatever for the national anthem. We do have a choice though.
Because we're supposed to be under the representation of what that flag means.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be. Remember, the word is supposed to be under the representation
and
of
it
that
even
flag.
supposed to be is like in italics, slanted, and quotations. Maybe even bold and underline. Let's just do them all. Y'all probably don't know what none of that means. Anyways, no ethnicity should salute, stand, or acknowledge the national anthem, because the other part of that third stanza is not only the slaves, but everybody else that wasn't white. What do they say, servants or whatever? Everybody came here as some form of servant that wasn't white. Like, literally every single other race that is here now, their ancestors or their people's people did some form of service for either nothing or like stupid low, pretty much nothing. Not even really a wage. It was like, I'm just doing this so you can't take this. Like, let me get you like, that's like trying to survive off of like $5 a day. But you live across town and you gotta.
We don't want to talk about
that.
Yeah,
that's a whole nother.
That's a whole other video.
We're gonna have to chop this mug up if it gets any longer.
And that like goes into some stuff that my family definitely.
Yep.
So, disclaimer, because I have to do these. Y'all know that I like to disclaim.
You gotta say it fast.
Yeah, I know, like fast enough to where you don't understand it.
So anyway.
First off, when I speak on the military or the negative actions of the military, please understand that I'm not talking about the people who serve within the military. I'm talking about the government use of the military. So it's never ever directed at the people who choose to be in the military for the reasons that you may be in there. All right, so those things are never directed at you guys. All right, I love y'all. You guys choose to do something that many don't want to do, and it's really all love.
Seriously.
So, but when I like to use the military, I just like to keep it short and not try to explain it every time I need to talk about it. Now, when it comes down to the flag, I don't see none of y'all mad at Amish people. I don't see none of y'all mad at Jehovah's Witnesses. Because, well, we're going to take that back. I don't see no collaborative effort of outrage against these people. They get to walk around in neighborhoods that we can't even walk around in and knock on your door and ask you if you want to know about God. But if you didn't know, the Jehovah's Witnesses don't believe in pledging, saluting, or any such type actions to any object. So they don't care about your national anthem. They look like you. They don't care about your flag. They look like you. Okay. Same with the Amish.
They really look like you.
They really look like you, and you all drive behind them when they're in their horse and carriages
Comfortably.
Oh, hey,
comfortably.
look. How you doing?
There's no collaborative outrage.
What's your horse's name?
There's no collaborative outrage for not like
shaking, angry, yelling, red-faced.
and burning your stuff.
Yeah. Man, burn your bar.
On my Facebook, I spoke about no collaborative outrage for the 300 plus kids that were molested by a Catholic church.
At all. Nobody's boycotting Catholicism.
Y'all still going to church?
Religiously.
Oh,
Okay, I'm sorry.
there has been no collaborative outrage over the fact that Monsanto has poisoned our food knowingly.
And then straight up told you, like, oh, it's okay.
Told you.
And the dude that was administering it, like, got cancer. I'm pretty sure other people died too.
Here, let me help you understand this, and so you'll understand, because you're probably cutting your feelings off towards that person. He worked, he paid taxes, he held a job, and he wanted to take care of his family. That was his family dream, and in doing so, he was using a product that he was told and understood that was safe, that was actually killing him. Now, he's gonna make a sacrifice by dying for us to know that that product is dangerous and can kill many, many more.
What did he look like?
That's when you should do the sound effect. Like,
I was waiting for when you said it.
that.
Early.
This is why I need a soundboard.
Yeah, I know. With the soundboard, you get them the Funk Master Flex bomb. What did he look like?
So I'm not seeing no collaborative outrage. Those of you all who've been in my live stream and with me in those live streams and in there, we've talked about this. We know about this, so forth and so on. But a majority of you guys, I'm not seeing no collective outrage. How come we ain't burning Roundup? How come we're not burning oatmeal? How come we're not burning that food out of our cabinets that Monsanto done poisoned?
All of it.
So let me get this right. You mad about a face on an advertisement, but you don't care about the kids. You don't care about your kids because you're feeding them products that were willingly poisoned. You don't care about your health? So where is this outrage stemming from? What inside of you says, F kids, F my kids, and F my health? This makes me madder than all that. Over on Coco Love's channel, I was a little disingenuous and, you know, like not sincere, because I had a low tolerance for ignorance. But I was just calling all y'all racist. What I was doing. And I said it has to fit that you have to be racist to be outraged at this. Because what you are telling everyone with a logical mind is that the soldiers who have fought and died for this country, which are also the ones that Colin Kaepernick was kneeling for, of color, you are saying those colored soldiers don't matter. That is what you were saying. His stance on police brutality is for those of the now who are being oppressed and died, and those of the past who've been oppressed and died. And a lot of you all tend to forget that the military has had colored soldiers in it. Not just our color.
Oh,
All colors.
and they were usually off to themselves. They would always have the most dangerous assignments,
Or
they
the
would get
most
experimented on.
or the most simple assignments.
Yeah.
That gets you no recognition.
It'd either be menial tasks or labor. You know, I'll pick this up here.
Load that ship, boy.
Similar to what we kind of had to do when we first got here.
Cut that wood, boy.
Cut this, load this up, serve these people, give them their food.
Clean up
like the worst.
Clean up after us, boy.
Like it was the worst either way. It was the worst, like the jobs nobody wanted to do, and it was the worst jobs is in like the highest risk, the highest danger, the highest chance of dying or behind enemy lines. Like we got both short ends of the stick.
So,
and no recognition when we came and like wrecked shop and still like made it back. When it was the stuff that y'all didn't want to do, when the whole reason of trying to keep anybody of color out was because they didn't think we could make it in there. They didn't think we would do well when we like pretty much had a huge headwind in all of the wars that we've been in.
Here. Let me show you the hypocrisy of some of you. What they call y'all? Trump tards. They call you Trump tards. Trump tards. What I mean is, if you support Donald Trump in a logical way, you're not a Trump tard. Trump tards are people who follow people blindly.
Well, yeah.
Okay, there's been Obama tards as well. Okay,
Everybody tards.
everyone has had tards.
Everybody tards.
Now,
Stands.
they're stands. That's what they are, and we know how I feel about that. Let me show you the hypocrisy of you Trump tards, or you you don't speak American tards. Little is it known that during World War II, actually I may be getting this mixed up between World War I or World War II, but I'm pretty sure it's World War II. I've been watching a lot of history stuff, so forgive me. Correct me down below if you even know this, and you have all my respect. But little do you know that it was a group of Native Americans speaking their native language, sending communications, because the enemy kept breaking the American code. So a language you don't even give a damn to want to know. Play that instrumental part, and you winning the war.
Let's just put it like this: without it, it was lost. Without the ones that you looked over, stepped on to get where you at, and pretty much everybody who you deemed inferior, those were the ones that won the war for you. The natives.
And you gonna let a big oil company
the Hispanics,
fuck
the
up?
Asians.
You gonna let a big oil company fuck up their land? Y'all don't care. You do not. You don't care unless the soldier looks like you. So you can post your memes of the white soldier as if he's the only one that died. You can post your memes in your blogs of the white woman military wife as if she's the only one who's ever been given a flag. But we know what you are deep down inside of yourself. My rant's over. Phil, do you have anything you need to add?
No. Oh man, there needs to be like a semi sign off for when it rants over. Like, rant begin, rant end. So anyways, like I was saying, like it
I
has to be a
don't
character,
normally-
like ranting.
My subscribers have been with me for a while. No, I normally don't rant on stuff because it's no real, you know, like, because at the time I had less subscribers and we were kind of all clicked in of an understanding. Even if we had a mindset of different stuff, it was still, I don't hate you for it. It was just, you know.
Yeah, well, there's that understanding, and then there's mutual respect.
Right.
Like, with mutual respect, you gain understanding. Because if there's not that, then you're not gonna even want to understand. Which is kind of where the country as a whole is. Those are the, you know, go back to your country, can't understand you. You know, or you don't speak English. It's like, I mean, that's not even the native language of this country, but you know, it kind of is now.
Let's just be real. And for y'all who say they're $1 million athletes and they ain't never had to sacrifice nothing, you don't even give a damn about their life before they even got to the point of $1 million athlete.
Real quick, even with that, to become $1 million athlete, you have to sacrifice. To do anything extraordinary, you have to sacrifice. Like that ain't no. If anybody could do it, then everybody would be in there, and it'd be like 1 million teams.
I just want to say that for everyone who's like, well, they get paid $1 million just because your ass can't get off the couch after you get from work and do some exercise or try to pursue your dreams that you gave up on. And I can get deep with it, but I won't. But some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't make them any less of a human being, of a person than you. And for all the military entitled people who's gonna come, because I know you want to damn well see what these two black guys have to say. Let me say this: the world and the word sacrifice doesn't only go to you.
Oh, super no. The word sacrifice is.
Because let's keep it real. If it wasn't for us over here who are working every day, giving up our tax money to the government, you wouldn't even have a military budget for a military.
I'll be naked over there.
And
In every sense of the word.
you wouldn't have a good economy for your kids to have a future in. So the mutual respect needs to go both ways for all you entitled military people and
Civil
entitled military family members. It needs to go both ways.
It's the same with the cops and civilians, military and civilians, the government and civilians, your civil service.
Both.
So there's nobody's above the other one because outside that uniform, you're a civilian.
Video is long. It wasn't really ever going to be, for me, it was never about the ad because I wasn't going to do a reaction on it, but Phil hadn't seen it. So we let Phil watch it. But rant was long, video was long. It was really going to be a rant video anyways.
Yeah, he said this before we even walked into
Before, right, so it was already
it's about
planned.
to go down.
It was already planned.
Be with me when I walk in the classroom.
I, of course, am Nixon. Phil.
Hey.
And we're out.